Welcome friends and fans, welcome to my channel Old School Gamer, and today we are going to continue episode 8 where we are going to focus on the continuing of building our dam phase 2, which is trying to get rid of the bad tide. And also here I decided also today to change the way of the old method of using the slicer, and I decided to give it a try. Fill valve and throttle valve. I didn't know how it works, or I didn't say, yeah, I didn't mean that I didn't know, but I couldn't understand the mechanic of it. So I will give it a try in the new area which I'm going to store water or to move the water above the mountain. And additional to, I'm going also to change my old dam or the main dam to use the same method. In today's episode, I decided also to give it a try. Why not use automation? Automation it is in the new update of Timberborn, and I didn't use it before. I didn't include it in any of my games, so I decided to give it a try. I will start with the resource counter, which is controlling our in production. So if we are overstocks or overstocks mainly, we can mainly stop production and use the beaver somewhere else. Let's give it a try. I'll try with the start with the resource counter, and I'm going to discover it with you in this episode. I like try and error. This is my way usually in discovering things. So continuing the dam, checking the explosives to flatten the dam. So I want to continue increasing the depths and make it more flattened down. So I'm just making the game faster a little bit. So we are focusing mainly on continuing the dam. Just trying to make it more balanced from the depths or similar with automation. So as I mentioned that I decided to use the automation, specifically a resource counter. So I'm going to discover it. So I try to put the stretch threshold to 95%. And then I use the new copy settings, then choosing which resources I would like to control. Most probably I will do the bread, the gear, the planks, metal, scrap metal, and water. I also decided here to try the depth sensor. So I couldn't understand how it works, or I didn't feel it works, because I want to do something like dual things for the water pumps, which is mainly when you have bad tide, or let's say when you have the storage on 95%, it could stop, and also when the depth of the river is at 1 meter, it should stop. So in next episodes with you, of course, I will try to find what other sensors can work, or this relay, if I can use if method. Let's see. So here I'm just renaming the resources counter so I understand or I remember each settings what I did, but most probably most of them are the same threshold, 95%. But it also I learned that I need to connect each production with the sensor. Yeah. So now I'm just completing explosives in the dam. I will add more and more until it is really flattened. Also, let's talk about the new project which I also thought about it, of using the dirt blocks. So in future we are going to try to make farming on dirt blockage, like we're going to build like a building with dirt blocks, and we are going to try to farm on it some carrots, because if you want to move to robots we need a lot of carrots. So this is also a future plan which I thought about it. So let's see while we are progress together. So we are doing progress really in the dam. So we are almost there. Also, I want to increase my science points. That's why I build more inventors. So if you see I added another 3, then I will add another more and more because I really need to make things quicker. I also added the builder hut so I can increase more for builders to make things quicker. Here I start to use the resource counter and link it to planks, but I didn't understand what's happening because I see now it's all paused. I could understand why it is paused, so I try to use the different mathematical bigger than, smaller than. When I choose it, it always pauses it, which is for me a little bit strange. I couldn't discover what's happening. It looks like I am lost somewhere because I tried bigger than, smaller than. It's not building. It's all the time is pausing. I also added here additional inventors so I can generate more. I really want to reach the tunnel explosive, this one, because I would like to open the side wall to start get rid of bad tide. So I put now the fill valve, the second phase inside the dam. And then I'm going to use normal blocks or leave, and then I put the throat valve. I really would like going to test it with the weather station from automation. Here again, show the bed tight when it comes, all floodgates need to be open to 0. I also going to try to automate the floodgate. I don't know if it's going to work or not, that when there is a bed tight, all the floodgates should be opened. But I don't know if we really need it after we get rid of the bed tight directly from the dam. I do not think that we will need it. Yeah. I do not think that we will need to open and close the floodgate in later stage with the water station, because we are going anyway to get the bed tight from that side. So now I'm putting the explosive tunnels, just 2 levels enough. Bed tight session finished, all the trees dead as usual. Now I'm just increasing now the explosives just to quicker want to make things quicker, just quicker, make it the priority high. Again, it's not working. And now I discovered the important point that okay, and then also still the bread is not working. So it was for me like, oh, I don't know what's happening. So so I'm going to an issue, and then I found out that the structure of the power shaft was not finished. So so that's what was main blocking. So I cancel all the settings on the bread and the production and make everything default back, and then I just going to build the PowerShell. So all of that waiting was mainly because the paper mill was not working properly because there was no power to it. Here now I'm connecting the last stage for the power. Yeah, sometimes it happens, guys. If you really enjoyed the episode, I appreciate if you can subscribe, leave a comment, press the like. It helps my channel to grow. So I'm going to demolish now the inventors. I don't need it. I get what I want. This is just a temporary quick. You have this flood pump that you get water from there to clean it so that trees can go back again to normal. I think the beavers are almost there. They are going to finish it now. But now the water is running out of the map. So we really need to finish it. Now I'm putting the fill valve. I didn't try before, so it's really my first time to use the new method of Timberborn instead of slicers. I'm now using this fill valve. But anyway, we will try together. I'm not sure if you use it before or not. And if you use it before and you didn't use it with this weather automation and you know how to control it, leave a comment for me. It will help really understand how it works before this discovered automation now. So now I'm going to change it to bed tight, if you see now, and then I try to link it to weather station. I rename it back again so I can identify it quickly, because most probably we are going to use a lot of automation in the next episodes. So we need to identify and reorganize our sensors so we do not really get a mess out of that. Now I'm going to do the trial and error, true or false. So let's see how it works. So the last fill valve should finish now. I opened the lower slice so it can at least pass some water to the river, so the plants and the farming do not stop. Now it's working and lighted back. Sorry guys, it was my mistake. Sometimes it happens, but okay, now the bread is working, everything is okay. Now I'm just going to test the math. And then I see a little bit lost the way, but I'm trying. Then I check the planks. Okay, I have 303, so it should now working. So I said, okay, then it is the other way around. Just easy like that. I didn't think about it mathematically. I just try and error. I like to be a basic person. Everything now works. I love it really, the automation for this one. It really helps that you can save or stop production, and then you save some of your beavers to do something else. So it will fill the unemployment, let's say. Here just a small quick correction. I had some dirt block here since the start of the map, so I just remove it and put platform, so it makes the flow of the water much easier, and I can raise it if I need. So now with the fill valve, now I'm trying, as I mentioned, try and error. So I think I will do it. I'm doing it the other way around. So it should be stopping the water and open for bed tight. So now I think it's open for the water. So I will do the other way around. Yeah. So target height, unlimited and on. And then I will try to do this here, the other way around. Should be. But I will wait until it is finished. So I really hope that you enjoyed this episode, and I'm looking forward to see you in the next one. Thank you.